Здравейте от мен. Аз ще върна малко повече към реалността. Ще говоря за достъпност, не толкова за технологии. И защо ще говоря за достъпност? Защо тя е важна? Sorry. I had to start in English. I was so excited. Well, I'm going to bring you back to reality and we'll talk about accessibility and not that much technical stuff. But why accessibility? Why accessibility matters? Well, 16% of the global population have some sort of disability. This means 1 billion and 3 million people have some kind of disability. In the European Union, 48% of the people with disabilities have been employed, compared to 73% of people with no disability, which, as you see, is not equal. And 95 to 96% of the top million websites have accessibility issues. So actually they're excluding a lot of people, and these people are also potential clients. Have you ever had too much alcohol to the point that you were not able to call a cab because everything is hard to focus and tap? Well, imagine that this is the reality for somebody. And I'm not talking about the alcohol, I'm talking about somebody with motor disability. And sometimes it's also about you, feeling tired, distracted, having one hand, or using a phone with screen cracks in the sunlight. This also is something that is making some difficulties. But actually, what is accessibility? Accessibility assures that technology can be used by people with various abilities, like people who have low vision, people who are having some cognitive difficulties, and people using assistive technology like screen readers, voice input devices, people that rely only on keyboard. And basically, this is anyone that is using the software in a way that you maybe never imagined, not the way you think it is used. And yes, this might include yourself, future self in 2 decades time, who knows? We are aging. So, what's now? The European Accessibility Act. This is a new regulation. It has been enforced this June. It targets private businesses like banking, telecommunications, e-commerce, ticketing, media. And non-compliance now means that there might be fines, lawsuits, and also bad PR for the companies. What does this mean to you? Your code is now regulated. The accessibility issues are now compliance violations, so there are no more edge cases or no more nice-to-haves. Every update triggers the compliance, so anything you incorporate in your software, any update, any new feature, has to be accessible. And you might start asking, but what should I do? Well, start with the small stuff. Read the law, learn the guidelines, learn the standards, provide some training, integrate accessibility early in your working process. Use more semantic HTML, label your form fields properly, make the buttons say what they do and do what they say. Try navigating with just the keyboard. Run your software through a screen reader. Zoom it to 200%. Is it still working? And try to involve real people with disabilities in the process just to see how they use it and what are their struggles. And of course, use some tools that will support you. Not everything is has to be done manually. Use tools to check for low contrast, for missing alternative text for images, and for broken heading structure. Accessibility starts in your component logic. It does not start in the CSS. It's really important to know that. Dynamic content, make sure it is announced properly, because people with screen readers rely on that. If something changes, they need to know that it has been changed. They cannot see it. Models, trap focus them. Make the focus go there and stay there, because the person needs to know that there is something they need to do, and they have to remain there until they do it. And of course, expand. Accessibility shouldn't be just about compliance. It should be a craftsmanship. If your code can be used by everyone, it is not done. Code like everybody is watching, because now they do. Thank you. If you are more interested in the accessibility topic, you might follow this page for monthly meetups on the accessibility method.
Okay, folks, I think we have a couple of minutes if you have questions.